Well, howdy, strangers. Today, we're going to be looking at Cactus Canyon. We're going to be seeing where this little critter lies on Gonzo's top 50 pinball machines. Ding! That's it. I can't do the whole video like that, really, can I? Cactus Canyon. What a game. What a game. I'm looking forward to doing this one. I haven't made up my mind where it's going to land on the list. Got some updates, actually, for this top 50. For those of you who don't know, go back to episode 1 and start watching. This is my top 50. I rank and rate every single pinball machine with one simple rule. It has to have been in this house. It has to have been in this house. So I can't compare a machine that's been in this house with one that I've played on location. So, I thought I would have a little count up of how many machines I've actually had through here. The reason being, myself and Spencer were planning, well, we are still going to do a video and discuss what pinball machines are still left to go on the top 50. So at the moment, it's a top 18. By the end of the series, by the end of this video series, then hopefully this playlist, as we call it on YouTube, there'll be 50 pinball machines. But I thought I would do a little count up because Spencer asked me, how many pinball machines have you had? He said, I've lost count. I've lost track of the pinball machines you've had through here. So I had a little count up. Now, you won't be able to see it here because it's out of shot and it's out, well, it's not out of shot, it's out of focus, and purposely so, by the way, because I want to save the video for Spencer. So up to there, we have written in black marker pen, we have all of the games that I have already rated, and below in red, which hopefully you can't see, are all the other games I had through this house. 41 pinball machines. I'm an incredibly lucky boy to have had that many pinball machines. As always, I've got to thank all of my friends who lend me games. The channel sponsor, Pinball Heaven, as I said to you a few days ago, they're kindly going to send down both a Texas Chainsaw Massacre and a Looney Tunes as well. What was them that kindly sent me down? Legends of Valhalla, which that's a good game, by the way. That's a good game. Anyway, so I've got to thank everybody. Also, another mate of mine is I don't know if say pledged. He's asked if I would like to borrow Whitewater. What a great game that is. So I can see myself getting towards 50. Certainly in 2024, we'll have done 50 pinball machines. The only question is, will I have been able to do sort of another 30 videos on there, just on this? That's unlikely, but we're going to populate that list. So today we're looking at Cactus Canyon. Now, when I say Cactus Canyon, it's the remake that I've had here. However, I have played the original, but with the Cactus Canyon, the Cactus Continued code. I think that's it. There's one at the Medway Pinball Club. It's Mike's. It's at Mike and Tony's Pinball Club down in Kent in Medway. If you want to go and try that game out, see, it's an original with the updated code. If you want to go and play that, that's there. You can go and play that at the club now. I was lucky enough to get it was really lucky. It was the first Cactus Canyon. I think at the point of recording this, still the only bloody Cactus Canyon that's in the country. But it was the first one that came into the country, and I was so lucky to have it sent down here first. And there are already videos on this channel of Cactus Canyon. What a great game it is. My criteria is slightly different to the Pinside Top 100. Pinside Top 100 has a lot of... If you've ever rated a game on the Pinside Top 100, it's an extensive list. It's very, very detailed. It's an excellent resource, Pinside. Not to be critical of that at all. I think it's a really good website. I use it almost daily. However, my list, I have some slightly different criteria. I'll just run through them quickly now. Is the pinball machine fun? I don't know what I turned into a pig, Porky Pig. Then, is the pinball machine fun? Is it addictive? Is it humorous? Does the pinball machine have charm and personality? That's important. These are all big criteria for me. What toys and mechanisms? Look at that. Is the pinball machine approachable? What do I mean by approachable? Not can you walk up to it. Does it have a fence around it? I don't mean that. What I mean is it enticing? Is it going to encourage people that possibly don't like pinball or don't know about pinball? Is it going to encourage them to go and play it? And I think is it approachable? I think that sort of takes into account a lot of the theme, the artwork. A lot of that stuff is taken into account. Is it going to lure me in? The shots and the positions of the shots, that's very personal, isn't it? I think it's as personal as music and food. Do I like the shots, basically? What are the rules like? For me, this again, personal for me, I need an easy to understand rule set. This is important for me. Does it have achievable goals? This is really important. You don't want to feel discouraged straight away on a pinball machine, do you? I remember playing Guardians of the Galaxy once. I've never had a Guardians of the Galaxy here. It's an okay game. But one thing I really did like, I played it with my son at the time, and you were able to get a multi-ball really quickly on it by hitting the tree thing. Is his name? I think his name might be Gru. I don't know. He looks like he's a tree. It's a tree man. Or lady. Hey, we won't. Let's not get into all of that. Whatever it is, it's a tree, and you hit the tree, and I think, as I remember it, you get multi-ball pretty damn easily in that game. That's an achievable goal. It's great, and it encourages you. Is the game rewarding or frustrating? And finally, do I regret it leaving? That can make the difference as to where something sits in the list, right? Finally, I'm going to take this beautifully written magnetic strip, and I'm going to walk up to my metal board and we'll decide where this is going to go. When I go up there, money has nothing to do with this, by the way. I'm going to imagine that every pinball machine costs the same. Otherwise, let's be fair, all that would happen is Bond's 60th edition or whatever it is. Not that I've ever had one here, nor am I ever likely to, but that would sit at the top because it's the most expensive. Everyone would just choose that because then they would sell it, right? So I'm just going to imagine that somebody's going to lend me a game for a year. So that takes money out of the equation. Let's get to it. Let's get to this amazing game, Cactus Canyon. I've been very excited about doing this one, actually. But I feel I can do it now because I think there's going to... I just think the time... Let me just put it this way. I think the time in UK terms is going to be pretty damn good for this one, hopefully. So I'm not telling... I haven't got any inside information, by the way. I'm just saying it feels like the right time to do it. Is it fun? Is Cactus Canyon fun? It's incredible fun. It's such a fun game. It really is. The call-outs are incredible. The drama that's created when the balls stop and the drop targets start popping up out the playfield, and you get the shootout. It's brilliant.
Nobody panic.
And then clicks the bouncing. There we go.
You've been promoted to deputy.
It's got the whole thing, it's got that whole spaghetti western, Clint Eastwood, Lee Van Cleef sort of squinting at the eyes, It's got the animations are beautiful. It's got the one I played that I had here had the massive screen on it. Chicago Gaming Company. They've made a great machine, Anybody that's ordered one of these will not regret it, that's for sure. When Molly, one of them, young lady's tied to the train track, and there's this wonderful music as the train as a train actually going across the playfield. I know I'm sort of mixing it up with mechs and stuff like that, but it's so much fun, and it builds drama, real drama. So the music actually makes you more nervous. So there's a shot on it, the ramp shot that you've got to hit. You can normally hit that shot easily. It's an easy shot. It's like the ring shot in Lord of the Rings. It's an easy shot. But when you get on to destroy the ring, it becomes really difficult because the sound, the music, and the pressure of the situation makes you miss an easy shot. Oh, this happens. It's hurrying you up. It's a hurry up, isn't it? That's what it is. Really good. Really cool. Love this game, actually. Oh, this is the one. Look at the train travelling across the playfield. I've got to rescue Polly here. Oh, no. Oh, I almost lost that ball there. This is great fun, folks. Oh, I actually need the shot. This is the shot it wants me to hit. And the train, you'll probably see from the animations as well, as the train is hurtling towards Polly. It's a bit. I'm trying. So I want a final shot. Come on. Oh my word. The longer it goes on, the more nervous I'm getting. I think I've got it. Woo! Is it addictive? It's incredibly addictive. It really is. Incredibly addictive. Has it got humour? Loads of it. It's really good. There's some amazing call-outs. Amazing call-outs on it. I'm saying it now and I want to play the game again. That's what I want to do. I'm so lucky to have the videos of it on this channel. So lucky that it lived in this house and that I'm able to do this video. I feel truly blessed. And I've got to say, in terms of owning a pinball machine, it's an absolute contender. An absolute contender. I'm not saying it's in my perfect 10, but it's almost. It could creep in there. Remember a couple of days ago, if you're a regular watcher of the channel, when I was speaking about my pinball addiction, I said I had a perfect 7 pinball machines, which has sort of become 10. It could be in there. There's a bit of flux in there. There's a bit of it's not just 10 exact titles. I feel I've got to have sort of like a classic Bally solid state 81 in there. I feel I've got to have 2 WPCs in there. There's got to be a couple of studs. There's a group of games that I want in there, but it's a contender. It really is. It really is a contender. I think the problem is with the CGC, you're not going to be able to have, for me anyway, you're not going to be able to have Cactus Canyon, Attack from Mars, and Monster Bash. That takes up too much quota in my 10. So, but it's a contender. There's no doubt about it. What I've got to say with this though is. Oh, the great one. Luck is lit and so am I. It's a great call out. Charm and personality, so much. You would struggle to find a pinball machine with more personality than Cactus Canyon. Toys and mechanisms, absolutely great. You've got the mine shaft. You've got the cowboy dude at the back. Forget his name. I should know, really. It's a pivotal part of the game. My memory's not the best. Has to be said. But I love it. Bart. Is his name Bart? I think his name might be Bart. You keep hitting him. Great bash toy. An excellent toy. The train going across the playfield. It's as good as anything. As a toy, it's as good as anything. It's up there. It's up there with the best. It's up there with the toy box in Aerosmith. And I think so. Okay, maybe people would say it's not as good as the Castle in Medieval Madness. I would get that. But in terms of the drama it builds... It really does build drama because the lady's tied to the track and this train starts at the side of the playfield and it moves across the playfield and basically once that train gets to the end, the mode is over, right? Because that's the whole point. The train's hurtling towards, I think it's Polly. I think it is. I apologise. Polly, Molly, if I've got your name wrong, I do apologise, darling. I do. I really do. But anyway, so you haven't just got the music creating drama. You haven't just got the screen creating drama. The train itself, choo-choo. I don't know why I did the sound effect. You know what a train is. And let's be fair, most don't go on the underground system in London, and the trains certainly don't go choo-choo. Probably get mugged more than that. Oi, let me have your wallet. It's that more than anything else, isn't it? But anyway, so the train comes across, so the train creates the drama. The music, the whole thing's brilliant. You can probably tell, I like this game. I'm already dreading. I'm dreading going and trying to find something to put it on the board. Is it approachable? There can't be many more approachable games. It's so approachable, it's not even worth me discussing it any further. Shots and positions, decent enough. You might remember me saying, when I talk about the Big Lebowski, one day we will do a video on here. Please don't write it in the comments here. I'll canvass opinion from you, okay? We will find out what the top 20 shots are in pinball. We'll do it on this channel. And I'll make a real effort to film it, okay, to film those shots. And I'll put a video together. The top 20 shots in pinball. Whatever those top 20 shots are, one of them won't be on Cactus Canyon. I said this about the Big Lebowski. The Big Lebowski doesn't have a single amazing shot on it. What it has is the overall package, the charm, the personality, the toys, the overall experience. It's unrivaled. I think unrivaled might be a strong term, but it's there. It's the Big Lebowski. I'd be very surprised if by the time I've finished doing that list, if it's not in the top 5. I do believe it will be. Cactus Canyon is the same. Is there one truly amazing shot? No, but there's some nice shots. Some really, really nice shots on it. But it's just how the shots work with the theme. It's how the shots work with the whole lot. It's brilliant. The shots don't need to be amazing. The shots are amazing on Avengers Infinity Quest. I know I always use this as an example. But it lacks in almost everything else. It doesn't have the charm. It doesn't have the personality. I don't feel it does really build the drama. It's not easy to understand. There's not this big toy in the middle of it, like the train, helping create it. It's not funny. So Cactus Canyon, the shots and the positions of them, really nice, really enjoyable. The rules, it's just so easy. It's so easy. Achievable goals, yeah. Look, I had it here for 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe. I can't remember now. It's one of the few games I've completed. One of the few. I think I would. Yeah, I mean, if I told you what they were now, I'd be forgetting some. I wouldn't be too accurate, but it's one of them. I've completed Star Trek Next Generation. Sort of got to wizard mode, completed it. I have completed. I've completed Cactus Canyon. Obviously, I've completed Monster Bash. I've completed Attack from Mars. There might be others. There possibly are others. Champion Pub, I've completed. Dolly Parton, yes. But it's hard to say you've technically completed that one. I haven't completed Big Lebowski yet, actually. Yeah. And I've completed World Cup Soccer. So I've probably completed on the wizard mode seven games. If I'm wrong, I'm only wrong by 1 or 2. So I completed this. So does it have achievable goals? Well, yes, I achieved them. For that reason, you may well, if this is in a 1-game collection, this may not be the game for you. Let me just say that if you've got a few games, if you've got kids, this is brilliant. You're probably better off with this than the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, by the way. Rewarding, frustrating, there's nothing frustrating about this game. It just constantly offers up reward after reward. It's an amazing game. Do I regret it leaving? Yes, I do. Absolutely, I do. Yeah, I don't just like this game, I love this game. I smile, I've probably been smiling a lot during this video. I like this game. It's an absolute triumph. I don't claim to know the full story, but I believe it was originally unfinished for whatever reason. And in many respects, I don't care. It was unfinished, which is why you had the Cactus Canyon continued code. I think had it have been finished back in the 90s, possibly, I might have this wrong, that Cactus Canyon might have been the last game of that sort of DMD era game, of like the WPC games, before they made that Star Wars one and before they made Revenge from Mars that had the TV screens in them. Pinball 2000, was that what it was called? This might have been the last. They got to the point with Cactus Canyon and then they shifted their focus onto Pinball 2000. I might be completely wrong, but I don't know why, it's in my mind somewhere. I think had Cactus Canyon have been finished and had come out 3 years before, I think it would also be a classic, right up there with Attack from Mars, a Monster Bash, a Medieval Madness. I suspect. I don't know. It's a great game. If you're getting one of these and you're in the UK, I think you're in for a treat. If you're in the States, then you'll have already had your hands on these for a long, long time, and I'm quite sure a lot of you will agree with what I said there. It's quite interesting, actually. I spent some time looking at the Pinside. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a separate video. We'll look at the Pinside Top 100, and we'll talk through the games maybe on there. But it changes so often. It's very, very interesting watching that. I can't be the only one. I'm sure you, like myself, spend a lot of time looking at that stuff. Somebody messaged the other day and they said about this ritual that they have of going on to Pinball Info, which is the UK one, going on to Pinside and then sort of checking YouTube, then checking podcast, and it's cyclical. It's this cycle of checking pinball every day. Absolutely right. I mean, you know, come on. I mean, we all do it, don't we? I was listening to. I watched one YouTube video yesterday, one pinball YouTube video, and I listened to 2 podcasts as well, just to find out a little bit more about the Cactus Canyon, about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and the Looney Tunes. So yeah, it's easily done. So there you go. Anyway, I've taken up far too much of your time. 20 minutes talking about Cactus Canyon. I'm going to go up there and I'm going to talk some more about Cactus Canyon. So, Cactus Canyon. Now, I'm not going to make a big song and dance and a fuss and start pretending that it's going to be down the bottom here. It's not. Cactus Canyon is not going to be living at the bottom. I wouldn't be fooling you if I pretended that it would. It's going to go up near the top. Now, let's just work up from the gatekeeper. Medieval Madness, the gatekeeper. And thank you, by the way. Rush was my previous video. I did Rush and X-Men. Some really great comments on Rush. You're absolutely right. It's a really good game, an underrated game. And there's going to be a lot of games on the list that I've got underneath me that are going to go below Rush. So let me just make that point there. Cactus Canyon. Would I prefer Cactus Canyon to Medieval Madness? Yes, I would. Yeah, absolutely. That's going to come as no surprise to many of you that watch this channel. World Cup Soccer, I would choose Cactus Canyon. I would also take Cactus Canyon over Sopranos. But there's nothing, I'm not saying anything bad about these games. The moment you get to here, you're dealing with excellent games. And games that I really, really love. Cactus Canyon would go above Dolly Parton. And now here's the real test. Because I adore Champion Pub. I really do. In fact, I've already decided there are a few games on this list that I'm going to swap around. I'll do that when I do the video, Spencer. I would take Cactus Canyon over Champion Pub. If you were to give me a game for a year, I'd take Cactus Canyon. Foo Fighters or Cactus Canyon? It's Cactus Canyon. So we now know it's at the moment it's a top 5 game for me. The truth of the matter is that I would actually take Cactus Canyon over Elvira's House of Horrors. I just would. Which leaves, well, just 3 more questions. Would I have Cactus Canyon over Fishtails? And I love Fishtails. In fact, who doesn't love Fishtails? You all love Fishtails, right? I would take Cactus Canyon above Fishtails. Which just leaves 2 more questions. And the answer to those is no. I would not take Cactus Canyon over Big Lebowski. Or obviously Attack from Mars. But we are in the very top echelon of games here. The very, very top. Which is why Cactus Canyon is up there now in 3rd position. And I don't know why. There's 19 games up there. Right now, just since I put that game up there, it now feels like a bona fide, real, proper, sort of, it's almost the top 20, isn't it, at the moment? It's going to be the top 50. Collywobbles, fantastic sign there. In fact, they're all Collywobbles signs. All of these signs have been made for me by Collywobbles. He's very, very talented, isn't he? So there it is, and I think it looks right up there. Honestly, if you had those 5 games, I bet there's someone watching this who does. If you had Attack from Mars, Big Lebowski, Cactus Canyon, Fishtails, Elvira's House of Horrors in your collection, or even if that was your only 5 games, wow. Wow, that would be pretty damn cool. The top 5 is not going to stay like that. I've got, hopefully out of camera, otherwise I'm going to have to edit it, just below here, there are another 20 games. There are as many stickers, and I've got them in red. Look, I'll show you one of them. I don't think I'll be making any spoilers, for instance, if I didn't show you this one. Everyone knows. I've actually had it twice. Everyone knows I've had Congo, so that there's no spoiler there, is there? So Congo is just one of them. I'm not even saying I'll do that next. Congo's got to go up there, right? There are some big hitters there, which are going to be permeating the top of that leaderboard, certainly. Anyway, there's no point me talking about it anymore. We'll just have to wait for those next videos. As ever, thanks to everybody that subscribed and joins in and certainly enjoys these videos. Been a lot of really good comments over the last week or two. I'm obviously aware I've uploaded more videos, so there's going to be more comments. But yeah, it's been a really nice sort of spike in comments and engagement, which I've certainly really enjoyed. So long may it continue. I'll certainly continue to produce the videos. Keep commenting, and yeah, I mean, if you feel the need to stick a thumbs up on it, I'd really appreciate it. Far more than a thumbs down, actually. Yeah, if you're not subscribed already, please do so. We'd very much appreciate it. And even better, if you could share this video on your social media feed, it will do the channel a massive favour. Helps boost it in the search engines and algorithms or stuff like that I don't fully understand. Anyway, there you go. Cactus Canyon, 3rd. And Gonzo's Pinball Flipperama, top 50 pinball machines.